Hi everybody, I'm Mrs. Valdivia. I am your Chem 10 instructor for this semester. I want to quickly go over the syllabus and a couple of things on Canvas to kind of get you familiar before the class starts. One thing to note is that this class is fully asynchronous. That means we are online and there is no mandatory lecture times or lab times. We do have weekly due dates. So just because it's at your own pace doesn't mean there's no due date. So we do have weekly due dates. They're all located on your syllabus. Make sure to always follow your syllabus. I'll repeat that one more time. Always follow your syllabus. All the exact due dates are posted on your syllabus. I wouldn't always follow Canvas calendar because sometimes internets can glitch. So please follow your syllabus. Print it out and follow it. This right here is your syllabus. So like I said, we're fully online with weekly due dates. The items that you should purchase, you could purchase them either direct from the bookstore or directly from the company. And I'll show you where to click when you do get the codes, or if you are going to purchase with the company to get your lab flow and to get your achieve codes. So really quickly, so you can see where it goes. This is your Canvas homepage. You will go to modules. And my homepage looks a little bit different from your homepage. So let me go view as student. Okay, so you'll go to modules, and when you click modules, you'll click achieve home. And as you click achieve home, it's going to have you load the home page. It's going to give you actually a registration page. So I'm not a student. It's not supported for me in this view. However, it will show you a registration page in which you'll be asked to enter your information, and you could either enter your code that you purchased from the bookstore or purchase the code directly with them. If you purchase the code directly with Achieve, then you'll get it immediately. You'll have immediate access to the course. If you purchase it through the bookstore, you're going to have to wait a couple of days in order to receive that code. Same thing with LabFlow. You want to go to the LabFlow app, and you're going to click it, and you're going to click load app in new window. It's going to take you to a registration, and you're going to have to enter your code or purchase it directly from the site. Now, LabFlow is going to ask you, what days do we meet for lab? We do not meet for any days for lab. Just put Monday. Monday is like the generic, put that down. It's going to ask you for the enrollment code, not the LabFlow code, but enrollment code or something like that. That's the section number that you are in the class. So if you look at your class schedule, you'll be able to see if you are in 37321 or if you're in 37322. That's the enrollment code that you're going to put down when you try to register for LabFlow. Okay. All right. So textbook. The textbook itself is not required. Okay. It looks like this: Introductory Chemistry Rebel. Yours has the Achieve on it. This one's an old first edition, so it's a sapling, right? Yours is the Achieve. So you only need the Achieve code. You do get access to the ebook. So you'll have access to the ebook on your Achieve website, so you don't have to worry about purchasing the book. Unless you're like me and you like to turn the pages while you read and highlight and all that great stuff, by all means purchase it. If not, you do have the electronic version available. All right. Speaking on labs, there is a department policy that is extremely important. Extremely important. Right? I'm going to go ahead and read it. You could read it with me. Department policy. Students cannot miss more than 2 lab reports in the semester. Students cannot receive 10 points or less on 2 lab reports. Missing more than 2 labs or scoring 10 points or less on 2 reports will result in receiving an F in the course. There are no exceptions. Please plan accordingly. Okay, so one more time, if you miss more than 2 labs or if you score less than 10 points on 2 or more labs, you will get an F in the course. I won't drop you. You'll just get an F at the end of the semester. So if you know that you've missed 3 labs and you are at that W stage, first contact me first before you drop. And then just keep that in mind that there is the withdrawal date, and then there's the post-withdrawal date, okay? Most of the time we don't have a lot of people that end up missing, but I did have 2 people last semester who missed their lab. So one person missed 7 labs because they forgot, and another person missed 5 labs. And even though they had a B in the course, they failed the lab section. And if you fail the lab section, you fail the course. Okay? And why is that? That is because if we look at our units, the lecture is worth 3 units and the lab is worth 1 unit. You have to pass the lab in order to receive the units for this course. They are combined together. All right, moving on. Everything we do is going to be through Canvas, right? As you guys saw, we are on Canvas, okay? Make sure that on your settings for your Canvas that you put down to receive announcements right away, immediately, because I like to post announcements. Usually you'll see announcements down here or up here on the home page, or you'll see them up here on the home page. I haven't posted anything yet, but this is where you'll see them. If not, there's going to be a little tab that says announcements, and you'll be able to click them and review all the announcements there. Every time there's anything, whether there's a date change, a correction on something I need to let you guys know, or scholarship opportunities, I will post it on announcements. Okay, late assignments. Assignments have a weekly due date and will not be reopened once the due date passes. Only lab reports can be accepted late with a 30% flat penalty for up to 1 week after that due date, except for the last lab. The last lab will not be accepted late. So that's your titration lab, the finals week lab. That one is due December 6th, I believe. No lates, no late labs, no late anything after that. That's the last day to accept that assignment. Okay, I don't open up Achieve, exams, discussion posts, nothing. So once it closes, right? We are online, we are a fast-paced class, so you need to plan accordingly. Do your things ahead of time. If you do them ahead of time, you don't have to worry about missing a due date. All right, check-in policy. Please make sure you check in. That means by participating in either the discussion post, your Achieve, or your honor lock quiz, which you have to take your honor lock quiz that's due on November 4th in order to be counted in as attendance, okay? We have a giant waiting list of students trying to get in, so if you're counted in attendance, then you'll be counted in the class and you won't get dropped. The grading scale. So homework, which is Achieve, guided inquiry practice, all that, that's Achieve. That's 30% of your total grade. The discussion board is 5%. Lab flow is 20. Quizzes are 10. Exams are 20. And the final exam is 15. Also, any extra credit that is offered will not exceed 2% of the total grade. Okay, so throughout the semester, I'll throw in some random extra credit things, either discussion post or a lab flow thing, or like a practice study guide or something like that. It's very random that I'll throw in there, but they will not exceed 2% of your total grade. These are the cutoffs for your grades. Note that I do not curve and I don't round these up. Okay, so if you end up with an 89.9, you will get a B+. I'm not going to round that up to an A-. And the reason why is because the class is graded fairly lenient. Okay, example, your quizzes, you could take them twice. Achieve, most of those assignments you could redo multiple times until you get your desired grade. Right, so discussion board is super easy to do. It's basically ask a question, answer a question. So those are all easy points that you could get in the class, right? With that in mind, like I said, I don't round these grades. Okay. Standards of conduct basically is saying that you are in charge of your academic honesty and your academic integrity. So if you fail to abide by your academic integrity, right, you will get a student integrity report written against you, right? And any acts of dishonesty is going to get you a grade of 0, and also have a file written against you where someone will look into what I believed was plagiarism, cheating, or helping someone else cheat, or anything like that. Okay, so make sure that you are doing your best to be your best self. All right, here are the cutoff dates. The class starts on the 3rd, it ends on the 6th. If you want to drop without receiving a W, that's by the 18th. If it's after the 18th and you still want to drop and it's before October 29th, you will get a W. After October 29th, you may be able to do petition for a late withdrawal, but I'm not sure if you get granted those. I'm not quite sure how that one works. All right. Attendance, make sure everything is being completed on time. That's how you get counted for attendance. Okay. Please contact me though if you are planning on dropping. Maybe there is something like you're having issues with content and it just seems very difficult and you just need like one-on-one guidance or tutoring of some sort. Just let me know and I could totally help you with tutoring, with guidance, any of that. I could even send you to the right resources. So contact me before you decide to drop. All right, these are all your class content, your objectives, your outlines for what we do, student learning outcomes, different types of methods that we may deliver. So like lab notebooks, reports, those kind of things. All right, so please read those at your own leisure and your own time. All right, the important part, the part that I highly recommend you print out, you have a printed copy, is your assignments. Okay, so this schedule of assignments, everything is divided by week, by date that it's due, and the type. So that way you see everything very clearly. And that's why I say always go by your syllabus. Okay. So week 1, this week, okay, you'll notice that on Wednesday, you have a couple of assignments due. On Achieve, you have your chapter 1 read and practice, you have your orientation assignment, and you have your practice assignment. You also have, if you notice here, quiz and exams. They're usually due on Sunday, but in very big letters, it says your honor lock quiz must be completed by the 4th. Okay, so you have until the 4th to complete your honor lock quiz so that you're not removed from the course. I'm going to be using that one actually for attendance. Okay. On Saturdays, you do have other Achieve, a discussion post, and lab flow that are due. Like I said, your achieves are fairly simple. You should be able to go through them fairly well. Usually it takes a person an average between 30 minutes to 1 hour to complete Achieve, and lab flow takes about 1 to 2 hours to complete, which is less than the class time. That if you were in a regular class environment, it would take you the class environment plus whatever it takes you at home to complete the lab reports and do your homework. So this is less time than that, I would say, but it also depends on your speed and your ability to obtain information. It might take you much longer than that, and that is okay. I'm just letting you know what I've seen an average of. It's usually an hour for this Saturday, an hour for Wednesday's assignment, an hour for Saturday Achieve, and an hour for lab flow. So that's about 3 hours of work usually, average, right? Well, an hour to 2 for lab flow, so 3 to 4 hours to complete this part right here. If it takes you longer, it is okay. Okay, I actually recommend it take you longer, because if it's taking you longer, that means you're reading it, you're actually writing it, and you're learning it, right? Also, if you watch my lecture videos, right? If you're watching my lecture videos, that's another hour right there. Okay, so you have a requirement, I believe it's 9 hours of after lecture time to do your work. Okay, so make sure that you're putting that time in to properly understand everything that you're doing. All right, so as you can see, everything's divided. You have the dates on the top and you have what the assignments are, okay? So everything that is due, it's clearly written. On September 29th, you have a chapter 4 quiz and you have an exam 1 that are due, okay? They all open, all tests open on Thursday, right? But they are due, and they are due on Sunday. So you have several days to do these. Just because they're due on Sunday does not mean you have to wait until Sunday to do them. By all means, take them on Thursday, right? Get it out of the way. All right, do them ahead of time, then you don't have to worry about them. Okay. Same thing with all these other assignments. They all open up early. Do them early and clear up your week. Okay, that's actually what I do with my classes. I do it early, clear up my week, and I'm able to enjoy the weekend, most of the weekend actually, with my husband and my son, to do stuff that is not work related or school related. Okay. All right, so schedule. Please print it, and as you as complete an assignment, cross it off. All right, put it somewhere next to your computer where you're gonna see it often. Okay. After the schedule, you'll notice diversity statements, success center. These are all resources that Chaffey College offers in order to help you succeed in any kind of care that you might need, including EOPS, care system, foster youth, and all that great stuff. I used to be part of the EOPS and the care program, and they helped me purchase books. They helped me get calculators. It was really a blessing to be part of that program, and you might be able to qualify for them. So give them a call and see if you are someone who can qualify for EOPS or the care program, foster youth, or whichever thing that you might we might qualify for. I'm not sure, but give everything a call, right? Scholarship opportunities, you'd never know. All right, so there's also the counseling information, all this great stuff to help you out. So just scroll through it, find what you need, and use it. That's what it's there for. All right, like I said, that is the syllabus. That's quick. We went over how to log on to the modules. Let's take a quick look at that discussion post. Okay, so your discussion post is quite simple. The first one is an introduce yourself. The second one is question and answer forum. It's not available until the first, so yeah, it's not going to let you see it. So it's basically like, hey, ask a question, right, that's meaningful about this chapter, and answer a question to help appear out in this chapter. And it's 10 points, 5 points for asking, 5 points for answering, and they must be related to the chapter of that discussion post. Okay, so quite simple type of thing. I also like to go in and look, and if there's questions I can answer after someone has tried. If it's incorrect, I go in and correct what they said. Okay, where assignments is at, that's where you could see and view all the assignments that are currently posted. All right, you'll be able to see them. I'm not sure if I like this upcoming assignment thing. Maybe sort by type would be a lot nicer. Yeah, sort by type. That way you could see, okay, these are all my Achieve ones coming up. So I have chapters 1 through 4 posted already, because your first exam is going to be chapters 1 through 4. You'll see your lab flows posted on here. All of these shouldn't be up there, but I guess they are. That's fine. You'll know which because you have your syllabus. You'll see your quizzes that are up there, so your weekly quizzes. Now this first one, you'll see it says Chapter 1 Quiz 1 contains submission responses, and this one says Chapter 1 Quiz uploads. So submission responses basically means is that you're going to be handwriting your responses to a certain question, and it'll be labeled submission question, and then you're going to either take a picture, scan it in, and put it in the upload section, and you have 5 minutes after the test is completed to take a picture and upload it. Okay, and yeah, and you'll see that the exams are there, final exams there, all that great stuff. All right, well, if you guys do have any questions or anything like that, please let me know, and I'll be happy to help you guys out and assist you in any way that I can. All right, you guys, take care.